He's 85, but when he walks, his back is straight, his steps are steady, his breath calm. Every morning, Mr. Sugimoto rises with the sun, puts on his scarf, and walks up a small hill behind his home just to check on his persimmon tree. Then he returns inside, slowly warms up a pot of rice, porridge, slices a tiny pickled plum, and adds a few strips of simmered fish into his bowl. No vitamins, no supplements, just food and a rhythm he's followed for decades. How is it possible that at 85 he can still lift firewood, carry groceries, and care for his garden, while many in their 60s feel their muscles fading? Studies from the Japanese Ministry of Health reveal that seniors in rural Japan maintain higher muscle density and physical independence than their Western counterparts. One reason: a simple warm dish filled with a forgotten nutrient that silently rebuilds the body. Today, we'll uncover this gentle, powerful superfood not from a bottle, but from tradition. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from, and what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. The quiet crisis. No one warned you about. You don't lose muscle overnight. It slips away slowly until one day you feel weaker, less steady, and everyday tasks start to feel heavier. Getting out of a chair, walking up the stairs, lifting groceries, things you did without thinking, now take effort. And maybe you've told yourself, this is just aging. But it's not just aging. It's a medical condition called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength after age 60. It begins quietly. Each year you lose up to 1% of your muscle, even faster if you're inactive. Over time, that adds up to frailty, poor balance, fatigue, and the risk of falls or fractures. And once enough muscle is gone, the body struggles to support itself no matter how many supplements or pills you take. Here's the hard truth. Even if you're eating protein, it may not be enough. As we age, digestion weakens, absorption slows, muscles stop responding to the usual foods. You need protein that your body can actually use, and most American diets don't provide that. But in Japan, older adults are walking, gardening, carrying groceries well into their 80s. They're not using high-tech treatments or expensive supplements. Instead, they rely on one quiet tradition built into their meals for generations. A tradition that delivers bioavailable protein, natural collagen minerals, and warmth, all in one dish. A dish that's easy to digest, deeply nourishing, and shockingly effective at rebuilding aging muscles. We're not talking about powders or pills. We're talking about real food. Food that works with your body, not against it. And in the next few minutes, you'll discover exactly what that food is, why it works so well, and how you can start using it even if you live thousands of miles from Japan. Because this isn't just about eating better. It's about staying on your feet, staying strong, and reclaiming the independence that aging tries to take away. Don't miss this, because the sooner you begin, the more strength you save. The healing pot. Why Japanese nabe is more than just a meal. Imagine a single dish that warms your body, feeds your muscles, soothes your joints, and brings people together all at once. In Japan, they call it nabe. At first glance, it looks simple. A bubbling pot of broth filled with vegetables, tofu, mushrooms, thin slices of fish or chicken, and seaweed. But this humble meal carries a quiet strength, especially for older adults. Unlike heavy American meals that overload the stomach and are hard to digest, nabe is gentle. Everything is lightly cooked in one pot, making nutrients easier to absorb, exactly what aging bodies need. But the real magic of nabe lies in what it delivers. Easily absorbed protein from fish, tofu, and broth. Ideal for rebuilding muscle, collagen and minerals from fish bones or chicken skin, which support joints and connective tissues. Digestive support from fermented ingredients like miso or kombu kelp, helping the body actually use what it eats. Anti-inflammatory compounds from mushrooms, ginger, and daikon radish, easing pain and stiffness. This isn't just tradition, it's backed by science. A study in Nutrition Reviews found that seniors who consume warm broth-based meals rich in collagen and amino acids show better muscle retention and fewer falls. Another study in Japan's aging population linked hot pot-style meals with greater physical independence in those over 75. And beyond the nutrients, nabe offers something just as vital: connection. In Japanese homes, nabe is placed in the center of the table. Everyone eats from the same pot. No rushing, no distractions. Just warm food, slow conversation, and the healing power of being present. This environment encourages slower eating, better chewing, and more mindful digestion, all critical for seniors whose systems can no longer handle processed, rushed meals. So why does this matter for you? Because you can recreate nabe right in your own kitchen, with ingredients from your local store, with time on your side, with one pot. What you're about to learn isn't just how to make a meal. It's how to nourish a body that's been quietly losing strength one spoonful at a time. The secret inside the broth: collagen, amino acids, and muscle revival. There's a reason Japanese elders who eat nabe stay strong well into their 80s. It's not just the fish or the vegetables, it's what's in the broth. When fish bones, chicken skin, or cartilage-rich cuts are simmered for hours, something remarkable happens. They release collagen, a structural protein that forms the foundation of muscles, tendons, ligaments, and skin. Collagen isn't just for beauty. For seniors, it's a lifeline. As we age, collagen production plummets. That leads to weaker joints, looser skin, and most critically, muscle tissue that can't rebuild properly. Without enough collagen, your body can't glue muscle fibers back together after normal wear and tear. It's like trying to build a house without nails. But here's what makes Japanese nabe special. It delivers natural whole food collagen, the kind your body recognizes and absorbs. Western supplements often isolate collagen in powdered form, but those products can be hard to digest and poorly absorbed, especially in older adults. Nabe's slow-simmered broth, on the other hand, contains gelatinized collagen amino acids like glycine and proline, and trace minerals forming a nutrient-rich soup your body can actually use. And there's more. The amino acids in nabe, especially from tofu, whitefish, and seaweed, help trigger muscle protein synthesis. That means your body not only receives the building blocks, but also gets the signal to start building. Think of it this way: collagen is the scaffolding, amino acids are the bricks, and nabe is the blueprint that tells your body it's time to rebuild. This is why in Japan, even elders who don't go to the gym still maintain lean muscle and stable joints. They're not lifting weights, they're lifting chopsticks over warm bowls of healing broth. A pot for one. How a simple meal keeps one Japanese woman strong at 87. Mrs. Takahashi is 87 years old and lives alone in a small wooden house near Kyoto. She doesn't use a walker. She doesn't need help climbing stairs. And every evening she makes herself the same simple dinner, a small pot of Japanese nabe. It's not fancy. Just tofu, a slice of white fish, a few vegetables, and a spoonful of miso. She simmers it, slowly sits by the window, and eats in silence, watching the sky darken. This is her daily ritual. It's quiet, ordinary, and yet quietly powerful. What keeps her strong isn't just the food, it's the way she treats her meals. She doesn't rush. She doesn't multitask. She eats with focus, with presence, and with gratitude. In Western cultures, we often think health must come from doing more exercise, more supplements, more struggle. But Mrs. Takahashi reminds us that healing can also come from doing less noise, less pressure, and more intention. In Japan, this isn't unusual. Thousands of seniors like her remain mobile and independent well into their 80s and 90s, not because of strict diets or gyms, but because of simple, nourishing meals that are easy to digest and rich in quiet strength. For Mrs. Takahashi, nabe isn't just food. It's her way of taking care of herself one warm bowl at a time. And if you're someone who's felt yourself getting weaker, losing strength, or feeling like your body is slipping out of your control, her story offers something important, a reminder that it's not too late. You don't need to change everything. You just need to begin gently with one simple meal. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how to recreate a healing nabe in your own home using familiar ingredients in less than 20 minutes. Because strength doesn't always come from doing more. Sometimes it comes from doing what's essential and doing it well. Building your own nabe. A gentle meal for stronger muscles. You don't need to travel to Japan, speak the language, or fill your kitchen with unfamiliar ingredients to make a healing pot of nabe. What you need is simple: a small pot, a few whole foods, and a willingness to care for your body gently, consistently, and with patience. At its heart, nabe is not a complicated dish. It's not trendy or flashy. It's a humble, warm meal rooted in centuries of tradition, made specifically to support the body through all stages of life, especially as it grows older and more fragile. For seniors especially, those experiencing fatigue, weakness, or early muscle loss, nabe offers something rare, deeply nourishing food that the body can actually use. Start with the base. Traditional nabe begins with water and a piece of kombu, dried seaweed rich in minerals, and natural glutamic acid, which gives the broth a gentle umami flavor. If kombu isn't available, low-sodium chicken or vegetable broth works just fine. The goal is warmth and simplicity. Bring it to a gentle simmer. No boiling, no rush. You're building a foundation for healing. Next, add your protein. Choose what your body can digest easily: soft tofu, white fish like cod or tilapia, or skin-on chicken thighs. These proteins are rich in amino acids, and the skin and bones release natural collagen into the broth as they cook, supporting joint health, muscle repair, and skin elasticity. These are not just ingredients, they're tools for rebuilding. Then choose vegetables that do more than fill the bowl. Use bok choy napa cabbage, daikon radish carrots, or leafy greens like spinach. These are soothing to the digestive tract, rich in fiber, and full of antioxidants that protect aging cells. Add a few mushrooms if you can: shiitake, enoki, or even button mushrooms. They're known for supporting immunity and reducing inflammation, a key driver of age-related muscle breakdown. Finally, stir in a spoonful of miso paste or a splash of low-sodium soy sauce. Not only do they add depth of flavor, but miso in particular supports gut health with natural probiotics, helping your body absorb every drop of nutrition. Let it all simmer until the vegetables are soft, the flavors are married, and the broth has turned slightly cloudy from the released minerals and proteins. That's how you know your nabe is ready. And when it is, take a moment, sit down, turn off distractions. Let this be more than dinner. Let it be an act of healing. Nabe isn't meant to be rushed. It's not fast food, it's recovery food. When you sit with a warm bowl, chew slowly, and allow your body to relax, digestion improves. Nutrients absorb better, stress softens, and that matters. Because even the best food can't help you if your body is in a state of constant tension. This isn't just a recipe, it's a quiet strategy for rebuilding strength from the inside out, and it's accessible. You can make this in 20 minutes, you can make it for just yourself. You can do it even when you're tired, even when you don't feel like cooking. One pot, one bowl, one quiet act of self-respect. No kombu, no problem. Simple substitutes that still work. You don't need a Japanese pantry to get the benefits of nabe. The beauty of this healing dish is its flexibility. If you can't find kombu miso or traditional mushrooms, don't worry. What matters most is creating a warm, digestible meal that supports your muscles, joints, and energy. Instead of kombu, try simmering your broth with celery, onion, and a bay leaf. These add minerals and depth, supporting digestion and hydration. Can't find miso? A teaspoon of low-sodium soy sauce or even a splash of apple cider vinegar can still offer digestive benefits and a gentle tang that wakes up the broth. For protein use, what's available? A few slices of soft chicken, thigh flaked salmon, or even a poached egg. These proteins are easier to digest than red meat and give your body the amino acids it needs to rebuild muscle without overwhelming your system. Mushrooms are optional, but if you don't have shiitake or enoki, regular white or brown mushrooms will do. You can even skip them entirely and lean into what's local: spinach, kale, zucchini, or sweet potato slices. What makes nabe effective isn't its authenticity. It's the intention behind it to warm your body, to slow your digestion, and to offer protein, collagen, and minerals in the form your body can use. This meal works because it removes stress from your gut. No greasy oils, no heavy sauces, no raw vegetables your stomach has to work overtime to break down. Everything is soft, warm, and supportive. For seniors, that means your body can finally receive, not reject, what it's been missing. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to begin. You can adapt this meal with what you have, keep it simple, and still see results. Muscle doesn't come back overnight, but with each meal like this, you're telling your body, I'm here, I'm rebuilding. Beyond the bowl habits that help food work better. Even the most healing meal can only do so much if your body isn't ready to receive it, and this is where Japanese wisdom goes far beyond what's on the plate. In Japan, especially among older generations, eating isn't just about nutrition, it's a ritual, a way of living, a practice that supports the body from the inside out. Nabe is powerful, yes, but it becomes truly transformative when paired with a few simple daily habits. Habits you can begin right now, wherever you are. The first is to slow down. In Japanese homes, especially among the elderly, no one rushes through a meal. Seniors chew each bite carefully, fully, sometimes 30 times or more before swallowing. This isn't just cultural, it's physiological. Chewing well activates enzymes in the saliva that begin the digestion process before food even reaches the stomach. For aging bodies, this one step can significantly improve how nutrients are absorbed, especially protein. If you've been eating healthy but still feeling weak, it might not be the food, it might be how you're eating it. The second habit is to stay warm, particularly in the evening. In many Japanese homes, older adults take a warm bath before dinner. This isn't indulgence, it's therapy. Warmth opens blood vessels, relaxes muscles, and improves circulation. When your blood is flowing freely, nutrients from your meal can travel to your muscles, joints, and tissues more effectively. If a bath isn't possible, even soaking your feet in warm water or applying a heating pad to your lower back can help your body enter a state of receptivity and repair. It tells your nervous system, we're safe. You can heal now. Third, move gently after eating. In towns across Japan, it's common to see elderly people strolling slowly after meals. Not speed walking, not exercising, just walking with intention, with breath, and with gratitude. This simple habit regulates blood sugar, activates digestion, and lightly stimulates the muscles just nourished by the meal. It's the body's way of saying, I'm going to use this energy, not store it, not waste it, I'm going to build. And lastly, don't eat alone if you can avoid it. In Japan, nabe is often eaten in groups even among seniors. Community centers often serve it in shared pots. Because food in their culture is not just fuel, it's connection, and science supports this. Eating with others, even just one friend or neighbor, lowers stress hormones, improves digestion, and helps the body absorb more from the same meal. If no one's around, even turning off the TV and sitting quietly with your food can shift your body into a calmer state. Loneliness depletes us. Connection, even subtle, restores us. So if you've been doing your best, eating healthy, choosing better foods, but still feeling tired, weak, or stuck, maybe it's not just the food, maybe it's the environment. The rhythm, the rituals. Start adding warmth, add slowness, add movement, add presence. Your body will notice the difference, because strength doesn't come from eating more. It comes from receiving better. And sometimes the most powerful change starts not with a new diet, but with a new way of being at the table. A gentle comeback. Why one simple meal can change everything. Muscle loss doesn't feel urgent until one day it is. You trip more often, you stop reaching for the high shelf, you avoid stairs, and slowly life becomes smaller. But what if your comeback doesn't start in a clinic or a gym, but in your own kitchen? One bowl of warm, healing food won't solve everything overnight, but done consistently, it becomes more than a meal, it becomes momentum. Nabe works not because it's exotic, but because it's practical. It gives your body what it needs: protein that's easy to digest, collagen that repairs joints, vegetables that calm inflammation, and warmth that restores circulation. Even more important, it gives you back agency. You're not helpless in the face of aging. You're not broken. You're rebuilding softly, steadily, spoon by spoon. This isn't about strict diets or discipline. It's about choosing to care for your body in a way that's kind, consistent, and proven. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, could today be the day I begin again, not with pressure, but with peace? Start with one small pot. Use what you have, eat slowly, and let each bite remind your body we're not giving up. If you've been feeling weaker lately, if stairs feel longer, grocery bags heavier, or your body just doesn't bounce back like it used to, you are not alone. But weakness is not a life sentence, it's a signal. And the body even now is still listening, still able to respond to the care you give it. Nabe is more than a meal. It's a reminder that healing doesn't always require drastic changes. Sometimes it begins with one warm bowl, a bowl that delivers protein your body can use, collagen that your joints have been craving, vegetables that soothe, not stress your digestion, and warmth that tells your nervous system, you're safe, you can heal now, you don't need to do everything at once, you don't need to be perfect. But what if tomorrow you started with just one thing, one pot, one simple dinner, one slow, intentional step back toward your strength? Because aging is real, but so is recovery. And the first step, it could be sitting on your stove, simmering quietly, waiting for you to say, I'm ready. Health reminder. The information in this video is not medical advice and may not apply to everyone. Always consult your doctor or healthcare provider before making changes to your diet or health routine. If you believe you are experiencing a medical emergency, call your physician or dial 911 immediately.